Rays of sunlight stirred me back to life, a groan of annoyance leaving my mouth, while I tried to get back onto my feet. I felt a bit dizzy, but the first thing I noticed was that I was no longer at the shrine. Instead, it looked like the forest near the dojo. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find the girl from before, but not a trace of her presence remained. To make things even stranger, the path that I had followed and missed the trees seemed better maintained than I remembered.
I should probably head home.
That thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby.
Get back here! Higake, stop them at once!
Just what do you think I'm doing? I'm chasing them. I'm trying to stop them.
Yeah, I think they noticed what's missing, One-sama.
Keep running, little one, and we might just make it.
Just when I thought this day couldn't get any weirder, the sound of heavy footfalls could be heard nearby. What in the world is going on here? Further ahead, I saw a couple of girls in fast pursuit of even more girls. However, there was something off about this scene. Something that didn't make any sense. The girls being chased had the ears and the tail of an animal, and the pursuers appeared to be armed with a katana and a jineta.
You conniving fox! Come back here at once! Return what you stole immediately!
Give me back my panties!
Hikage! How could you say something out loud like that?
Panties! Panties!
Oh no! Help! Save us from the rampaging women!
As I watched the girls run off, I couldn't help but find myself struggling with the decision to just leave them be. While I didn't know what in the world was going on, the two girls armed with rather realistic looking props, surely they couldn't be real, had me worried. I couldn't very well call myself a hero if I let something like this go by without acting.
I'm so going to regret this.
Mumbling in annoyance, I chased after the girls.
Hikage, go around to the left!
Right!
I said left! Why do you always undermine me?
I wasn't saying right. I was... You know what? Never mind. Just run after them.
As I was chasing the girls, I noticed that the trees seemed to be getting denser, making it gradually more difficult to navigate along the path.
One-sama, I don't think I can run much more. I'm starting to feel a bit...
Just a little longer, Maiko-chan. We're almost... Maiko! Maiko! Not that! Not now!
Sorry, One-sama.
Scissor attack!
I arrived just in time to find a scene taken straight from an action movie. The girl with the blonde hair had collapsed, held in her companion's protective embrace. The two armored girls were approaching them, almost unmistakably with killing instincts running amok. Any seasoned martial artist would have felt it. Those girls were going to be in for a beating if I didn't stop them.
We got you now, Thieves. I'm going to personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both put in the stocks. Maybe I'll even show you how it feels to run around without any undies on.
Yeah, although, I must admit, having a breeze down there does feel kinda nice. Keeps me feeling fresh and tingly.
Hikage, goodness, don't you have any shame? This isn't about you. It's about our undergarments, stolen, and these two criminals being brought to justice.
One-sama, it hurts. My head hurts.
Shh. It's going to be okay, little one. Hey guards, if you're so desperate to have your underwear back, then here, catch!
Stop it right there.
However, before I was able to interrupt the conversation, the silver-haired girl tossed something into the air. Whatever it was flying straight towards my head. The two samurai girls instantly grew flustered.
I can't see. Who the hell tosses up?
Peeling the items off my face, I raised them into the air, looking like a professor examining an important sample, while the thieves made their escape.
A pink bra and lacy black panties.
Oh boy. I knew this wasn't going to end well.
Ah, you there! Are you in cahoots with those crafty foxes? And hand those back immediately. Those are evidence of a crime, and not for anyone else to touch.
Drop the panties right now!
I'm innocent until proven guilty. It's one of the golden rules of the court. Just stop pointing those weapons at me so I can hand over your undies without being turned into shish kebab.
What? No! Stop! Shut up! Just drop the evidence and walk away! I am Tsukina Mio, chief of the village guards, and I'm ordering you to drop what you're holding right now!
I don't know any village guards, and I seriously doubt a cop would go around dressed like that and wielding a katana. More importantly, the ground here is muddy and dirty. Are you sure I should drop the evidence here? I mean, I could, but...
Here!
Before I could react, the pink-haired girl lunged towards me, the pointy end of her nachineta aiming for my gut. My reflexes caught on just in time, and I was able to palm away the spear as it sailed through the air. I struck upwards on the wooden shaft of the weapon, sending it up into the air and causing the girl to lose her balance.
Narumi, I did not order you to attack!
Fine, I'll give them back. Jeez, just my luck to find a bunch of crazy girls with weapons.
Extending the hand that held the undies, I tried to hand them over, something that I would soon end up regretting.
Huh? You think I fall for something so simple? Fool! You may have fooled me once, but I won't let that happen again.
The woman swung her weapon wide, arching the thick pull and pole into my side before I could dodge. She then lunged forwards and grabbed me tightly, pulling my arms around behind my back, leaving me with sore ribs and in a prone position. I could have fought back, but I figured it would lead only to more fighting. With the possibility of ending up stabbed, I decided to remain passive. The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed the silky underwear from my hand triumphantly.
Your methods might be crude, but they do get results. Higake, tie him up. We'll bring him in for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves are hiding.
Right.
And people wonder why criminals want to resist arrest at all costs.
I mumbled this weakly, as the girl with the nachineta tied my wrist together with rope, and I soon felt myself dragged by the duo towards the city.
Surely, once we are out of the forest, you two will stop this act of yours and let me go, right? As much as I like to fool around, I have more important things to do.
The city? Ha! We're not taking you all the way there. You'll be spending the night in the village cells, thief.
Who are you calling a thief? I'm the victim. First, I get undies tossed in my face. Then, I had to deal with physical abuse. And now these accusations? Besides, there's no village around these parts. It's a city. You know, Tsukinotoshi.
Silence! Higake, if he speaks again before we get to the village, you have my permission to knock him unconscious.
Tsundere tyrant.
That's funny.
And that's how I ended up my way to a jail cell, cuffed and dragged by two girls, both of who I started to suspect were crazy. When we exited the forest, alarms set off in my mind. The city I had lived in my whole life, it was gone.
You've got to be kidding me.
If I wasn't in Tsukinotoshi, then where the hell was I?
Hey, no talking. Come on, I don't want to bop you that much. Kinda. Maybe a punch or two. I just want to know how the heck you blocked my strike so easily.
Your attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was kind of predictable. With the right movement and enough force, that's the result you get. Anyway, I'll play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the buildings look more like they belong in some sort of classic samurai movie.
Huh? What the heck is a movie? This is Harumaru. It's been here forever.
Higake, I thought I told you to silence him if he spoke again.
Actually, you told me that I could, but you didn't tell me that I had to.
Must be tough being the subordinate of someone like that.
Be quiet or I will silence you for good.
This time, it didn't seem to be an idle threat. The girl had unsheathed her katana and was now resting the edge of the blade against my throat. I was already starting to regret having played a hero earlier. Hopefully, there would be someone with more common sense in the village.